Welcome back to Screen Explain TV. In today's video, we're reimagining the final season of The Umbrella Academy and exploring how it could have concluded in a more satisfying way. Let's dive into an alternate ending that addresses the shortcomings of the final season and gives the characters a more fitting conclusion. First, let's tackle the issue of the 6-year time jump. Instead of leaping ahead 6 years, which muddled the narrative and left many gaps, our revised ending would keep the story grounded in the immediate aftermath of Season 3. By focusing on a shorter time span, we could explore how each character has evolved, providing a richer backstory and emotional depth. For instance, Ben's storyline would take a darker turn. Rather than being portrayed as a comedic relief, Ben would be shown grappling with the profound loss of Sloane. The reset would lead to an identity crisis, as he deals with grief and the absence of someone he deeply loved. This would add a new layer to his character, reflecting a more serious and introspective side that was largely missing in the final season. Similarly, Diego and Lila's relationship would be explored more thoroughly. We'd see the deterioration of their bond unfold over time, providing insight into why their relationship faltered. This deeper dive would give context to their emotional struggles and make their separation feel more impactful. Allison's storyline would also take a tragic turn. Instead of the breakup with Ray, both characters would meet a tragic end in an accident. This would force Allison to confront the consequences of her actions and her betrayal of her siblings. It would add a heavier emotional weight to her character, as she would be left grappling with her grief and isolation. Klaus, in this alternate ending, would retain his role as a key character, but without the exaggerated germophobia. His relationship with Allison would be portrayed as a genuine source of mutual support. The bond between them would be shown as a lifeline for both characters, reflecting a deeper connection that was somewhat superficial in the final season. Victor's character would continue to struggle with his past traumas, including his decision to move away from his family. This would be consistent with his character arc from earlier seasons, showing how past events continue to shape his actions and decisions. Now, let's talk about 5. Instead of the chaotic birthday party that sparked the reunion, 5's investigation into a conspiracy cult known as the Keepers would be the catalyst. His work would lead him to uncover artifacts causing timeline bleedings, which would then bring the siblings back together. The climax of this alternate ending would involve an epic confrontation between the Umbrella Academy and Reginald. As the timeline begins to fracture, the siblings would discover the existence of another Ben from a different timeline. The conflict would arise from the need to address this anomaly without destroying their newfound brother. This complex dilemma would drive the narrative forward, adding emotional stakes to the story. In the final battle, Reginald's true alien form would be revealed. His powers would be fully displayed in a dramatic showdown with the siblings. Victor would have a cathartic moment, channeling his past trauma to defeat Reginald. This battle would showcase the full extent of Reginald's abilities and his transformation into the very kind of tyrant he initially sought to combat. As the world faces destruction, the Umbrella Academy would come to terms with their reality. They would realize that their attempts to manipulate time and space have led to catastrophic consequences. Despite regaining their powers, they would accept that their lives in this timeline were destined to end together. This ending would emphasize the themes of unity and acceptance, showing that their bond as a family transcends even the end of the world. The series would conclude with a somber yet poignant resolution. The world would be destroyed, mirroring the fate of Reginald's home planet. The Umbrella Academy's final moments would be marked by a sense of peace and unity, as they face their end together without leaving anyone behind. This alternative ending aims to rectify the issues of the final season by providing a more coherent and emotionally satisfying conclusion. What do you think of this reimagined conclusion for the Umbrella Academy? Did it fix the problems you had with the final season, or do you have your own ideas for how it should have ended? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more analyses of your favorite shows and movies. Thanks for watching Screen Explain TV, and we'll see you in the next video.